your firelocks.
1 for the king. 2 for the king. 3 for the king.
No, poise,
Oh, boys, my bad. See, there you go.
Rest your firelocks.
That one.
Order your firelocks.
1 for the king. 2 for the king. 3 for the king. That'll be the rhythm, but I won't say it every time.
Ease arms. Clasp hands.
Our own or each other's?
Just your own. Handle arms. Rest your firelocks. Shoulder your firelocks.
1.
Trail your firelocks. Shoulder your firelocks.
What they're doing is going through manual arms. There are different handlings of the musket that they needed to understand, both in drill and on the battlefield.
Slope your firelocks. Shoulder your firelocks.
We couldn't get much straighter. The key is you understood. Let's see if we can work on getting a little straighter. Head, shoulder. A little straighter up and down.
Straighter up and down.
Some of you are just old.
Sergeant, if we might petition for a little mercy, a slightly more open order would do us all good.
Yes.
That'd be good. Loose order.
This is the center. Now, from the center, right wheel, mark. You guys come in, you guys back up.
Face.
Oh, gosh, you went so fast, guys.
Way too fast. That's to the right.
Okay, go to loose order.
That's an elbow.
An elbow. Rest.
I'm in your way, aren't I? Oh, you're fine. You're okay, too.
Fix your bayonets. Shoulder your arms.
1 for the king. 2 for the king. 3 for the king.
Charge your bayonets. Aye. We need to do that together. Okay. Rear rank. You guys are straight up. You don't.
Oh, straight up. Okay.
Only the front rank does it. Shoulder your arms.
1 for the king. 2 for the king.
So there's another command called prepare to charge, and that's just basically going up to the cover. You guys do that?
Not right this minute.
This is the cover. The cover. Prepare to charge. Yeah, what did they have available?
Oh, it's good. I thought it was
Charge. Prepare to charge. Charge your bayonets. Aye. Shoulder your arms.
1 for the king. 2 for the king.
Prepare to charge. Charge your bayonets.
Hurry!
May I make a suggestion?
Shoulder your arms.
1 for the king. 2 for the king.
Prepare to charge. Charge your bayonets.
Hurry!
Much better. Shoulder your arms.
1 for the king. 2 for the king.
Unfix your bayonets. Shoulder your firelocks.
1 for the king. 2 for the king. 3 for the king.
From line into column, by the right wheel, march.
Left.
Right wheel, march.
Left.
Front,
Left. Left.
form company front to the left, march.
Left. Left. Left.
These are all maneuverings to try to put the men in a
By
different
the left
position
wheel,
on the battlefield.
march.
The idea at the time was that in order to take the battle, you were to push the other army off the field. It didn't really matter how many casualties there were. If you took the field that they used to have, you win the day.
On the right wheel,
So
march.
maneuverings with 2 ranks of men is what the British Army would do to try to outmaneuver the enemy, to push them off the field. They would fire their muskets, obviously, a few times, but really to
By the
force
right
them to
wheel,
move
march.
off the field is the goal. There are times when they might fire 3 or 4 times as they march across the field and then fix bayonets. We've seen the bayonet brought down for a charge. Now just think
By
if
the
they were
left
actually
wheel,
coming at you
march.
while you're standing there, you might think differently about a bayonet.
Left. Left.
Front.
This is one of the more difficult things to do with 2 ranks
By the left
and
wheel,
that many
march.
soldiers in a rank.
Front.
Were they successful with that kind of maneuver?
Left wheel,
Yes.
Start taking
march.
the
Yes,
field
they were, if you can imagine hundreds of more companies like this on a field, all maneuvering and moving in different positions, even taking a flanking position to kind of squeeze in on the enemy.
From line into column, to the right.
If you were able to do that and force the other, like I say, the other army off the field, you were the ones who were successful.
Left wheel, march.
Well, obviously they would come into play because if you lose too many men from your ranks, you're not being able to push
By the left
or
wheel,
move into a
march.
position that way. So the more men you had, obviously, was
Front.
better. Less casualties.
Left.
Form company front to the left, march.
Left. Left. But we can't go too slow or they can't get up from behind us. Left. Trust me, we can get up. Left.
when they go into a column like they just came out of, that's for going through tight areas. If you look back on the back corners of the field, there's trails or roadways that go off in either direction.
By the left
It would be
wheel,
difficult to march in this way on those roadways, so they would have to move from a full complement like this into a column at 2 or 3 and go on the field. So that type of maneuver they just did would be possible if they were coming off one of those streets up there and into the open battlefield is what they would have to do to provide that longer thrust against the enemy.
Where's the man in charge? Is that, what is
He's the
he?
sergeant, yes?
Okay, what is he, what do you call it?
That is a halberd.
And what,
That is a pole arm. That is what an NCO, a non-commissioned officer, would carry, typically a sergeant in the British Army. That is to show his position, so they know where he is, but it can also be used as a weapon if necessary.
okay.
The axe head itself, it's basically something left over from the knight's armor, spears, swords, those types of things. The axe is not sharp, but the hook is pointy and the spear is pointy. I know because I used to carry it, and that one that's on the hook hit me in the head a few times, and I can tell you. It gets a little, you have to get used to handling it because it is top heavy.
Always pass on the left.
Yes.
how this works.
Are the rifles heavy?
The muskets
Are the
are
muskets?
about 9 pounds. Yep. The muskets are a 42-inch barrel. They're about a 75 caliber, which is roughly a 12 gauge. It's a smooth bore musket, and it's a flintlock, which means there's a mechanism on the musket with a flint in it that scrapes the metal piece, and that causes the spark, causing the powder that's in it to fire the ball across the field.
You just get one shot, right, at a time?
They can fire these, load them and fire them 3 or 4 times in a minute. Where a rifle, one that has the rifle in the barrel, it's more difficult to push the ball and patch against that rifling because it's a tighter fit. It takes up to a minute to load and fire a rifle, even though they're more accurate.
Front rank,
As often.
make ready. Set,
We could have got much
get fire. Rear rank, go.
Quick, march.
No, you guys.
Take
So what
care.
the maneuver they're doing here is 2
Alright, so
ranks.
we're gonna
It's called a
make sure we're going over
pass-through.
here.
Because it does take a little bit of time to
Because if you've got a sword on
load,
your wire,
climb and load the musket. The 2 ranks are all loaded together, and when one fires, the other one will pass through to provide that front. While they're going through, that rank that just fired is going to prime and load. And this is what their practice is.
Take care. Pull. Make ready.
So you can see that they're advancing across the field,
Fire.
but they're able to fire more than that 3 or 4 times a minute because of the 2 ranks. Right.
Pass on the left.
make ready.
Click.
Present. Get
Front,
fire.
march.
Bang.
to the van?
Yep. Highland units were
Yes, we're
especially
now
good
walking
at
the
that.
whole line over because everybody
A
is
regiment in the British Army would typically have 10 companies. 8 of them they call hat companies or regular companies. 2 of those would be called flank companies. One would be set up as lights. There's more active. Those men in that company would typically be the ones to do skirmishes or farm along the sides, go through the woods. They were able to do that. The other flank company was known as the Grenadiers. They were the taller, stronger, good-looking men with the tall, furry hats. So I always say,
yeah, like once
if
we
it
stepped
were
over,
I
we
in
should
that
have a
time,
gap.
I
You
would
should
be a
just keep
grenadier
the same
because
gap.
of that. But they would also form as a they would also form as a flank company oftentimes brigading together with other flank companies of the same.
Steadily that way every time.
Separate by a half step.
Just turn the sword too.
The musket itself would be stored in 3 different pieces, if you will. The lock mechanism is where the flint and all the springs and those types of things are assembled together. The stock is the wooden part that you see mostly, and then the barrel. So if you had the whole thing, you had lock, stock, and barrel. Oftentimes, the flintlocks would not fire like they were supposed to. In order for that to happen, there has to be powder in the pan where the flint makes contact with the initial spark, and that spark fire goes into the barrel to fire off. So oftentimes, if that small hole in the barrel is plugged, it wouldn't go off, and that's referred to as flash in the pan. Nothing really happened.
Can I get up and carry one of those?
Oh, thanks.
Dress you up and give you a musket?
Yeah, but don't you have to serve for 30 years?
Yeah. Did you bring 30 years worth of
Since
clothes?
it is a smooth bore musket, it's not very accurate like a rifle would be.
But you have to
It
serve.
maybe hit what you're aiming at in a man-sized target at about 35 yards.
You probably
Beyond
weren't
that,
gone, but you had to be
who knows
available.
where the ball's headed. So because of that, I don't think this is true, but I always say the term "you can't hit the broadside of a barn" came from that musket as well. For those of you who will be around, there is a kids drill at 1 o'clock today with wooden muskets.
There you go,
It's always
baby.
a lot of fun to see if they know their right from their left.
We're going to put you in that. I want to see you do it.
So they actually fire their rifles then at 1 o'clock. They actually fire.
The battle here will be at 3 o'clock.
Battle?
They will actually fire with powder. Yep. No balls will be flying at that time.
I would like to see the battle.
Okay, well, hang around. As long as it doesn't rain us. There's things to do all day.
Secure your fire.
Yeah, kids drill is at 1 o'clock. Oh, anybody. Yep. Even the public. Yeah, we like to bring them in and see if they know what they're doing. We don't beat them too hard.
You got nuts too. Cashews. They're like caramel and coconut.
Spend the night here.
Yes, we did. Yep. We're here all weekend.
Right.
Not bad. First night's always, on the ground is always okay. After we spend the whole day outside and all the drill and everything, the second night is just better. Yeah. It feels good to get home.
Left.
Oh. What? Hey. On the line, in the column, by the right wheel, mark. Front.
Left. 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 Left.
By the right wheel, march.
Left.
Front.
Left. Left. Left.
Hip hip. Huzzah. Hip hip. Huzzah. Hip hip. Huzzah. Soldiers will be over in camp. If you have any questions specifically about the musket or anything that they're wearing, feel free to pick one out and start asking questions. They love to answer them.
What?